Hi Flosstube, it's Deb from Frog Cottage Design. It has been, I think, over 2 months since my last Flosstube, and this is number 42. This channel is all about, should be about cross stitch, but since the Needlework Expo, I feel that I burnt myself out from all the new designs, and I just wanted to have a break from cross stitch. So plus I've got a new grandbaby due in 4 days, so I had some quilts to make, and I've really enjoyed getting back into my quilting. This is a new area. This is a screen enclosed room off our veranda, and we built it for one of our foster kids, and I decided to move my stitching back in, or within the house. I lost my stitching room about 6 years ago when we had to change kids around, and my husband bought me a little old caravan which was empty, and he just put fluoros in it and built me just some benches, and I had power, and I had all my cubes. I do have more cubes. I've got more here, and I've got another lot that need to go over here, because I've been a quilter for over 20 years, so I have a big stash, a gluttonous stash as my girlfriend calls it, but I call it retirement. So I have done a little bit of stitching. I've had a birthday start. I have just been embracing all my other crafts or hobbies. So I've been getting back into reading because I thoroughly enjoy reading. So I've been doing that with Chrissy Stitches and Nicole from Darwinley Design Studio. She has a book bingo for 12 weeks, and she rolls the dice every week, and I am only overdue by 1 day and maybe 3 hours. I've got 3 hours left of my book to read. So I'm using all sorts of medium. I'm doing Audible, Kindle, and paper. So I've gone through her 12 weeks, and I've allocated books that were in my stash waiting to be read, and I think I only had to purchase 1 book. So that's really good, and I'm really happy that I'm finally getting back into my books again. So when moving some of the things out of the sewing caravan back into here, I found a couple of block of the months I forgot that I had, and I've started one of those, so I might show you that. I made my new grandbaby, we're not sure what it is, a quilt, so it arrived today, but not at my house, and I have to do the binding on that, but I'll insert a picture, and it's Elizabeth Hartman design. So what I might do is I'll just start off with one of my new designs, and this is called Noel. So it's just a simple, what do you call it? Christmas decoration. So this pattern can be found in the latest issue of Down the Rabbit Hole magazine. It's an Aussie digital magazine, and memory serves, it only costs like $6.99. You have over 40 pages of patterns, columns, all sorts of things. So there is Aussie designers, but there's a few international designers as well. So it's always good. It's good value, considering, you know, that's a cost or half the cost of a paper pattern. So yeah, so that's called Noel. I haven't, all my other designs are now with Hoffman, so stores can buy them. When you go to Expo, you sign a contract that allows the stores that actually attended Expo to, have first buying, be able to fulfill all their orders, and then it's open to the general public. I'm also having a sale on my website. When I started my website, I started selling hand-dyed threads and other designer patterns. But moving forward, I've decided just to have it for Frog Cottage Design. So if you like, there's 30% off. You just have to put in capital letters the user code of birthday. So I think it tells you when you hit the first page anyway. So the website will be down below. So 30% off hand-dyed threads and other designs. Oh, it's off all cross-stitch patterns, I think. It's on the PDFs and Frog Cottage patterns as well. So let's get into it. Oh, first, we had attended a Halloween party yesterday, and I'll insert a picture of my daughter. She was a bit freaky and freaked out all the little kids. And one of my girlfriends gave me a birthday present. We don't usually buy birthday presents, but she always tends to get something small. She gave me a little Harry Potter, because she knows I like Harry Potter, just a sewing kit. So although it's for, you know, what would you call it? Traditional sewing, I'm going to adapt it to have all my needles. I'll attach one of my nice little scissors in there. So that was cute. And she gave me a fat quarter bundle of Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians, the Disney classic. And I can see some nice little zippy purses for the kids in that one. So we have a Dalmatian. We did have 2 Dalmatians, but unfortunately one of them died a couple of months ago. She was old and yeah, it was her time. So very sad, but we've got one left and he's Pongo. Yeah. So what I might do, I'll show you the cross stitching first, what I've done. Haven't done very much, but I've done a little bit. And I've got some quilting to show you that I've been working on, and I even started journaling. I've only done 1 page. I don't have a lot of supplies, but I'll show that too later. So if you're only here for the cross stitch, then yeah, I won't bore you with the others. Oh, okay, so my birthday was, I don't know, a week or 2 ago, and last year Chrissy Stitches and I started the, what was it? Rose, far out, sorry. Winter Rose Manor. So that's by With Thy Needle and Thread. And, you know, I haven't really done very much, but in my defense, I think I've completed 20 plus new designs, and I stitched them all myself. So I didn't have a lot of time for personal stitching, so but I did pull it out and tried to make an effort. I think so. There's my border, and I've been heavily working on the gate. So I've finished the gate now, and I think I've done a couple of stitches, and I'm about to come up here. So I'll still keep that close by in my little stitching basket, so hopefully one day we'll be able to finish that. And we're going to have more birthdays, so, you know. But I have been a good girl this year. I've had no new starts except for my designs. I think the only new start is this new one we started last week, which is Humming of the Bees. This is Blackbird Designs. So Chrissy Stitches and I are doing this. Bee for Bee Creative by the Lake. Hi Bee. She's joining in too from Canada. There is another lady, and I'm sorry, I will mention you next, Flosstube. And that. So we've actually got a hashtag, which I'll leave below if you want to join us. I think it's Humming of the Bees birthday sale. And, you know, I think a lot of people use that hashtag as well. So on this one, I'm doing 32 country mocha, and look, that's what I've done. But we only started last Tuesday, and I've worked on it twice. And I must admit, I'm watching an Asian series with subtitles, so I only do 1 stitch every now and then. But this is a beautiful design. I'm just trying to think. we were talking about the other day, and we thought humming the bees, but where's the bees? The bees are down here. So yeah. So we'll see how we go. I will try and get a couple of stitches in. I've got a stitching day tomorrow, so I'll take this one probably and work on the humming of the bees. Oh, I haven't even... Chrissy made a new, what do you call it, project bag. That's my project bag for the last one. I've got a few of these almost completed. I just have to put them together. So when I do that, I'll allocate a new bag. It was 24 hours of cross stitch, I think, last weekend. And I'm so behind. I haven't been on Instagram or anything. And I lost track of when it was on. But even though I only stitched for about three hours, in my time I worked on, what's this called? Real Comfort. It's a Jane Austen. It's just on a 32 count natural permanent linen, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. So what I've done from here down. So I did down there. So I worked on that for I think 2 hours one day and an hour the next day. And I really love this this pattern. It's by Modern Folk Embrodiery. And I love Jane Austen and all the different movies that have been out. So I think when I started, I watched a Jane Austen movie. So yeah, so I am stitching this with Silky Nearly Black. Yeah, so it's got a nice grey. Yeah, it's got black and grey. It's like Nearly Black. I'll insert a picture for those who would like to see it. I do have my iPad here, but it's died, and I decided if I don't do this floss tube, that's why I've got beautiful hair today. If I don't do this floss tube, I'm never going to do it. So I'm in desperate need of a colour. I've just pulled it up today. I was going to do some other things, and I thought, oh, if I don't do this now, I won't be able to do it this week. Oh, my last one. Today I got a great, well, it's not a surprise in the mail. Oh, I should have opened it beforehand. I'm going to pause and I'm going to open and be right back. And we are back after 10 minutes of wrestling with this. When I cut it, it went poof. So, for those who watched my floss tube, I wanted to do Come Into My Garden for my mum. It's Blackbird design, Blackbird Designs. I finished it, mid this year, I think. And then, silly me, you know what I do? I put it down, or put it back in, just put it back in with all my others and forgot about it. And it was my mum's birthday at the beginning of October. So I put an alarm in my phone. Every day I just snooze or stop it to buy mum a frame. And this, I'll show you the frame in a moment. But this is Come Into My Garden. I can't even see if you can see it in the frame. Yeah. So I finished all that. So, ta-da! The frame arrived today. I love the gold. Mum has a lot of wooden frames in her house, and a lot of them have gold on it. So I just thought that will go really well. And I'm going to have a go at framing it myself. For my expo, a couple of my expo things in August, I actually framed myself. I thought, oh, that's not too hard. So I will have a go and see if I can do this. Now, can't promise I'm going to get back into routine with all my floss tubes. But if I do, what I might do is try and, I'll show, even if I don't do a floss tube, if I've just video it finished before I give it to in case I see my mum and I give it to her. So, very excited on that. So, that's it for my cross stitch. Yeah, I am just having a little bit of a break on the frog cottage. I have been supporting Down the Rabbit Hole magazine since it began, and when you submit to a magazine, they own the rights to your pattern for 6 months or 12 months, whatever it is. And when that time has lapsed, I haven't done anything. So I've got about 10 patterns that I can release November, December, or even a bit later. So it gives me a couple of months to have a break and just, yeah, get back to stitching for pleasure before I start on next year's expo. But as I said, I've been doing some quilting. So I have shown this one before. This is called Ruby. Oh, gee. Have I got any finished? Let's have a look. I picked this one. I went through all my whips, and I picked this one because I thought, oh, I only have a few rings to finish. Then, you know, it doesn't take long to applique them on. And they're the rings. And I'm in the process of appliquing these on to the background. And I'd finished all my rings, got the background, started putting it on, ironing, putting it on, pinning, gluing and that. And then I had 8 backgrounds left. I thought, where's the rest of my pattern? Went back over to the caravan because I haven't moved everything. And I came back here and I sat down. I just looked over there, and there was a plastic bag with all the pictures of each ring. When they actually give you, in the block of the month, they'd give you a picture, and they'd give you 2. One of the completed ring and one to show you if there was any fussy cut. So I kept all those, and I picked it up, and oh, it was heavy. Inside there was 4 bags of all the bits, already glued and everything. And then I thought, well, where's the other 4? Went back out there. And then I sat down. I thought, oh, well, I might as well do this before I, you know, try and work out or go through my stash and make some more. And in each bag I had 2. So I actually separated them all again, matched them with their backgrounds. And I have a pile of whip stitching to do in various stages. These ones still have their papers in. Because what I do is I whip stitch the middle first. Sorry, it's a bit hard. So I whip stitch all the inside, and then this is glued. I actually then pull them out, iron it, and that's what this stage is now. And then I'll just go around and I do the edges. So I have 25. It's 5 by 5, and then you have. Do I have a picture? Of course I don't have a picture. Oh yeah, I have a little bit. You put it all together. Oh, here it is. Good girl. There's the full quilt. So I've also made all of these, which are all just little tongues. So I've glued all the way around, but I've left this. So when I actually tack and secure it down, when I take it out, I'll line that up, because that will be where the binding is. So there's no point gluing it to pull it undone. So that's the quilt. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Sorry, I'll just put that away. I do have just the little corners to do and everything. But yeah, so this was all I was working on for 2 weeks. So I've done a lot of work, and I've put the other things away. So I think I only have 4 of these to do. Then I've got 6 more rings to make, and then I'll have to whip stitch them on, and then I can start putting it together and sewing all these together. But anyway, I don't mind EPP. So that's called the Ruby quilt, and it was a block of the month by Shiralee Stitches by Sandy, who lives in Australia. The other quilt I started working on I found this. It's called This and That. And what fabrics? I'm not sure, but this was from the Fat Quarter Shop. Now, this must be 5 or 6 years old. I really, could even be longer. But I'd had actually prepared the first block. So, but all the rest was all sitting there. So that's the first block. And what I've done is I've just started making all the sections. So I've got some flying geese. What's that? Square in a square. And I'm not sure. I think they're all the little half square triangles. So that's where I'm up to on that one. Whoops. And I might have a play this afternoon. My girlfriend and I are having a stitchy Zoom, so I'm not sure whether I'll cross stitch or I'll actually do that. But otherwise, that's all the quilts I've done, except the ones I've made for my grandbaby, whatever it is. Bit excited. This child is going to be the sister or brother of Miss Lily, my granddaughter, who's 2.5 and lives in Sydney. So, yes, I think that's all I've got. Got one more thing to show you, and this is the journal thing. Now, Tia from Calm Creation, she does journaling on her Flosstube sometimes, and so does Nicole from Darvaline Designs. Nicole journals all her reading, all her books, and she reads like 100+ books a year. She has tiny, you know, she prints them out really tiny and sticks them in. And I just thought, found this. It's a handmade journal, and it's all handmade paper as well. It's all been stitched in, all handmade. So I thought, I'm just going to, I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it yet. I'm not sure if I'll record my books or my grandbaby's life, whatever, but I just started, and this is my first one. So this is what I've done. And a lot of these I got off Amazon, I think, and I didn't even know where to start. I just watched, no, I Googled some pictures of junk journaling. So that's my first one. Yeah, so I need more supplies. Just over, oops, some little things have fallen out. I just need to, I've got all sayings. I bought some pens. Oh, got a good deal on stencils. I think people want 60 or 80 bucks. I paid $12 and there's 24 stencils in there. There's all junk journaling sort of stuff. Got a couple of botanical. Just, yeah, if I just see them, if I'm on Amazon buying something, I'll just have a little look. And there's some more. Yeah, just trying to get a variety of different things. And I love these. They're resin flowers or something. So, yeah, but oh, they're so cute. So, don't know where I got those, so I'll have to try and find some more of those. But that's all I've got. So I really need some more backgrounds, but I'm in no hurry. You know, if I don't touch it again, that's okay. There's only so many pages, and I've got a long life to live. So. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll do yet, but that's my junk journal. Yeah, I think that was it. If I oh look, let's have a giveaway. Yeah, let's have a giveaway. If you would like any of my one of my expo releases, I'll make it PDF. If you live in US or Australia, it doesn't matter. If you're in Australia and you want hard copy, I can do a hard copy. Just let me know what your favourite hobby is below. Yeah, so yeah, just let me know what your favourite hobby is, and next Flosstube I'll draw the winner for that. So sorry it's been such a long time. I have to say hi to Emmy, to Ella, all the Chrissy's kids, the Riley Forrest family, say hello to you. Hello Marie, my sister Marie. She's the only one out of all my family that watches, and maybe that's a good thing. So, yeah. But whatever you're doing, try and find the joy in a little bit of joy in every day. So I'll say that's it for me. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.